forecast.
Nothing but island vibes right now.
Right.
Yes, and you know what I'm wanting to say to you is, sorry, Andrew, of course, yes, you're beautiful, but for Alex, it's like our cover girl, beautiful, breezy cover girl.
Right. Yes, yes.
I've been wanting to say that to you, but we haven't been able to have the Hollywood Cam Up and us together. So that's how I feel. It's like one of those days that we get to enjoy. Temperatures are nice and mild as you walk out the door. That breeze just makes you feel really comfortable. Upper 60s in Kendall, otherwise low to mid 70s for you to get out the door. Winds 3 to 9 miles per hour as kids head to the bus stop, and that are about 30 minutes. 76, you're picking them up at 82. Feels fantastic out there. Let's see how the roads are looking right now with Annaliese.
You're a little stuck on you there, Julie, but the forecast was too good to be true. They had to leave it up so everybody could take a good look. It's really beautiful out there, so put your windows as you head out the door. The roads are looking busy. Right now you have a live look at the turnpike going northbound. This is just after you cross over US 1. As you approach Southwest 152nd Street, I've been pointing this out to you all morning long. It is 7:31 and that accident is still active, causing you some backup here, on top of the fact that we already see lots of delays on the turnpike going northbound. As far as Homestead area, you can see that as you move further north, you're still seeing lots of red. The accident happening right there, as I mentioned, just after you cross US 1, so just before Caribbean Boulevard. You do have one left lane still blocked, still active. No fun. Take US 1 instead if you'd like to avoid all of this backup. Let's take you over here. Drive times for my friends who take the Palmetto Expressway. I've been checking in on these numbers for you. They just keep getting higher and higher. Right now you're looking at 39 to 38 minutes. Give yourself lots of time. If you want to avoid the Palmetto, you can always take the turnpike. Be safe.
Just weight loss program for you. Anyway, that's have a little fun with the moon this morning, but again, all serious. Watch out for those the flooding right along the coast twice today in those areas, Julie.
Yeah, and we'll do it again tomorrow. We'll bring you back tomorrow. We'll talk about it too, because it looks as though things won't start to subside till Friday. And by Friday, it's going to be a shift in the wind direction. We're going to have a cold front, a whole different forecast by then. You know, this time of year, things change for the good. That's why we like to keep our weather so comfortable. And when we have these comfortable conditions, I want you to get outside before they change, because they do, and quite in a hurry this week. As we started the work week, it's been fantastic. We're slightly warmer today than we were yesterday, in the mid 70s. We still have that ocean breeze in place. Those winds are whipping, moving in anywhere between 3 to 9 miles per hour. Gusts will be in the teens and 20s later this afternoon, even into the morning hours. Now, even though we do have our temperatures 3 to 7 degrees warmer, our dew points are in the 60s, so it feels fantastic out there. We still have these stubborn clouds in the upper levels of the atmosphere, thanks to the front that brought us the cooler weather as we started the work week, stalling just to the south. All eyes out west as they're expecting downpours for days because of the atmospheric river of storms rolling in from the Pacific, so we'll continue to watch for that. Otherwise, back home here, it's slightly drier in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Settling at the surface, we just have that breeze in place. It's going to provide for a really nice, comfortable day, but then just like that, all good things come to an end. As for the winds today, gusting 15 to 20 miles per hour, 10 to 15 tonight and tomorrow. The winds will calm down. We await for a cold front to move in, and our temperatures tomorrow morning, upper 60s and low 70s. Still, it feels feeling seasonal, at least until Saturday and Sunday, and then the next front moves in, and as we stay ahead of it, we are talking our dew points climbing to the sticky to uncomfortable category. We're talking our temperatures possibly flirting with records. High risk of rip currents for beach goers, boaters. The bays will be choppy for you in the Keys. Near shore waters choppy as well. 7-day forecast shows you today's nice, tomorrow's nice, but then it gets really warm. We're talking highs in the upper 80s by Sunday, and then the cool down comes in the wake of the front by Tuesday. Have a great day.
All righty, Julie, Miami-Dade County, Broward County, you guys are accident free. Love to report that. It is 7:50, just before 8 o'clock this morning. It is Wednesday. Your roads are busy. Let's take a look at the Dolphin Expressway. You can see your eastbound lanes right there at the top of your screen, moving much slower than your westbound lanes. This right here is near Northwest 22nd Avenue. If you take the Dolphin Expressway, you already know to expect lots of delays. Things are moving, but they move really slow. You can always take the Airport Expressway if you want to avoid it. Taking a look at your maps, you've got lots of congestion there on the southbound lanes of I-95. That is no fun. Let's take you a little closer to where they begin. Right here at Ives Dairy Road is where it starts, and then you can see on your map, as I just showed you that wide look, you can see as you get closer to downtown Miami, it just is all red. Take 441 or US 1 if you'd like to avoid this. If you have to sit in all of that nasty red, I hope you have a really good playlist and put your windows down. Maybe take a coffee to go so you can just enjoy the ride. Let's take you over here. Drive times for those of you who take 595. Things look really good. I-75 to US 1 going eastbound 19 minutes. University Drive to US 1 11 minutes. Be safe out there and buckle up. I'll check in with you with another update in a few.
Yeah, Julie used to it already too. The
Yeah.
extra
No,
hour
there's
sleep is gone.
24 years.
You're like, okay, who got an extra hour of sleep? Not me.
Exactly. Because what happens is at the back end of the day, it
Right,
still
that's right.
ends up being 9, 10 o'clock at night before this head hits a pillow. So we are thankful for all of these things, and we're thankful for the weather that makes it easy for us when we wake up on days like this. The whole week has been fantastic. Look at our weather pattern, upper 70s, lower 80s. Though I do have to tell you, it's definitely warmer this morning, but we're still feeling nice, and it's because our dew points are in the 60s. But overall, 8 degrees warmer than where we should be. These temperatures are warmer because now we're seeing more of an easterly component to the breeze, where yesterday we had a north wind, previous day we had a northwest wind, and now we have an east breeze. And winds are gusting in the teens right now in Miami. So we're expecting those winds to gust from time to time. Temperatures reaching the lower 80s. I mean, really no complaints about this weather pattern. It's going to feel fantastic. More on all this coming up.
Alrighty, South Florida, we are taking a live look right now at I-95. You do have some express lanes with a little activity there. You can see some flashing lights there in your express lanes because of an accident. So things are moving slowly in the express lanes. You're down to 1 lane. Your regular lanes look a lot better. Let's take you to your map so you can see exactly where this is. Really busy out there, South Florida. Let's take you a little closer here. This is what we are looking at. It is 95 express lanes going southbound just after the Golden Glades interchange at Northwest 135th Street to Opa-locka Boulevard. You do have a left lane blocked, as you just saw in that live look. Lots of red right there. You can take 441 if you want to avoid this. You've also got a broken down car here, or rather an accident as well. This is on the Julia Tuttle going westbound just before I-95. So you can see this pocket right there. You see all the red and the yellow starting to build up. There's a center lane blocked, which is quite annoying as part of your morning commute. It's not to the right or to the left, it's right in the middle. So if you are heading off of Miami Beach, you really don't have many delays on the Julia Tuttle other than when you get close to 95. You can always take the MacArthur Crossway if you'd like to avoid it altogether. Be safe.
Eric, South Florida, I want to show you the sunrise.
Let's do it.
Because we did see those clouds around too. Oh, we had a little mishap. But look, the one thing you're seeing is clouds. So the one story we continue to have in our forecast is those mid and high level clouds. The other part of the story is that they're not producing precipitation. That's because the air is so dry. So even though we have the clouds around, we have that breeze moving in off the ocean, we still feel really nice because the dew points are in the 60s. Wow, temperatures already pushing 80 degrees in Pembroke Pines, 78 in Miami, 77 Fort Lauderdale, 76 in Key West. Yeah, it's about 8 degrees above where we should be, but it actually just does feel nice because the winds, they're pretty strong. Gusting right now in the teens in Miami. We have 10-mile-per-hour winds in Fort Lauderdale, 23-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Boca. Wouldn't be surprised if we see more of these wind gusts as our forecast is calling for those strong winds to stick around to the afternoon. Speaking of the afternoon, highs are only reaching the lower 80s. I'll have a lot more on your forecast coming up.
All righty, Julie, South Florida. It is 8:31 on this Wednesday morning. You do have an accident on the Dolphin Expressway that I need to point out to you. It's difficult to see right here. It just looks like we're looking at some construction, but if you take a look at the bottom of your screen, you can see a fire rescue truck here where this is happening. You do have a lane blocked here because they are still active. Traffic is still moving, but it is causing some slight delays. Let's take you to your map so you can see where this is happening. It's happening right before 95 on the Dolphin Expressway going eastbound. You do have that left lane blocked, as I mentioned. So you can see all the red building up here. You can take the Airport Expressway if you'd like to avoid this altogether. I'll take you over here. Drive times for those of you who take the Palmetto Expressway going southbound. Things looking all right for you. Still kind of long in certain areas. I-75 to the Dolphin going southbound 40 minutes. Northwest 154th Street to the Dolphin 39 minutes. Be safe out there. Buckle up, Eric.
Okay, Annaliese, thank you.
We'll start to see that mix of sun and clouds with a slight chance of a shower as that leading edge of the front does move in. And by tomorrow, the winds do start to calm down. So we're expecting winds today to gust 15 to 20 miles per hour. And then tomorrow, we're talking winds just around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So it won't be as breezy. So it will feel more humid. You know where I'm going with this. More of a tropical forecast will be in place. Lows tomorrow, upper 60s and low 70s. Now, this is all ahead of the cold front that's really going to heat us up for the weekend. We're talking above average temperatures. We're talking possibly flirting with record heat by Sunday. And then a cool down comes as we go into early next week. So we go comfortable today, comfortable tomorrow, tolerable on Friday, and then we're straight tropical with our dew points. Headed to the beach or doing any boating, we have a high risk of rip currents for beachgoers, boaters. The bays will be choppy. This is at least one more day of this until these winds do start to calm down, and then our beach and boating will improve. So nice today, still nice tomorrow, but then we really warm up Sunday, and then going into next week is when we focus on our next cold front and the cooler air arriving by Tuesday.
All Alrighty, South Florida, taking a look right here at this accident that's still active on the Dolphin Expressway going eastbound. This is just before I-95. You can't really see much. It just looks like this big old construction piece of work here. But if you take a look right here at the bottom of your screen, you can see a fire truck, and that is because the accident is still active out there. Hopefully everybody involved is okay. Let's take you out to your maps. The good news is the traffic is still moving, but it's moving pretty slowly. The Dolphin Expressway going eastbound is always pretty congested in the morning, and now with this accident, it's not helping at all. You can see lots of red right there. And again, it's just before you get to 95. Speeds here moving as slowly as 8 miles per hour. So no fun right there. You can take the Airport Expressway if you'd like to avoid this. Let's take you over to another area. We're seeing some heavy delays. This is for my friends in Broward County in the area of Sample Road. If you're on 95, you see you've got a pretty big pocket of red. The Turnpike also experiencing delays in this area. It's just as you approach Sample Road and even beyond it. So if you take a look right here, Powerline Road is definitely a better option for you. US 1 is also a good option for you if you'd like to avoid both of these major highways that have some serious delays right now. Let's take you to drive times. For those of you who take 595 going eastbound, things look pretty good for you. 15 to 8 minutes to get you where you need to go. Be safe out there. Buckle up.